Newcastle United get a point away at the Amex. Brighton won, Newcastle United won, and it was end-to-end stuff. A stressful game, and Newcastle United probably deserved to win that game, but I think before the game, if someone went to me, would you take a 1-1? And that was my prediction, 1-1, and I think you do. I think you do look at that game now and you do take the draw. But how the game actually played out, I was quite impressed with how we played. Even in the first half when we got beat, obviously we were losing 1-0, we were still fighting and still giving everything, where there's been games this season where we haven't done that. And look, we've had 3 massive penalty calls. We've had the first one where it was just outside the box, which I think it probably is fair. It's annoying because I'm a realist. I'll see how it is. I think it's one of them where, look, it is outside the box. Joe Willock, I don't know why he's dived. If he thinks that he's not going to win the ball, but then yet again, if you are diving like that, VAR's always going to turn it over. So it's like, why would you dive? And then I think the penalty is a stone wall. I think I was screaming at the telly there. If his hands down his side like this, it's not a penalty. It's out here. It's a penalty. You can't do nothing about that. But it's shit now, because I'm one of them who's always said you can't rely on other teams to help you out, or you can't have other teams to... You can't rely on other teams. You can't look at other teams' results, and you can't sit there and go, wait, if Liverpool don't beat Chelsea, Chelsea win on the late kick-off, then we don't get Champions League. Or if Nottingham Forest don't win, it's all that scenario. If we don't get Champions League football, it's got nothing to do with how other teams played. It's all down to how we've played in them 38 games. And there's been games this season where we haven't been good enough, and there's been games this season where we have been good enough. It's just squeaky bum time, and it's shit. But a 1-1, I think that Chelsea game next week is the make or break, because Everton, they're probably going to be in summertime ready to fucking go on holiday. Arsenal is a very tough game, but they can still have their eyes on the Champions League potentially. And then you've got Chelsea next week. It is a massive game. It is a massive game. I will watch the Liverpool-Chelsea game and be a scouser for a couple of hours. But looking at that game, Newcastle United played well. And you know what? It's one of them games that we're not going to win. We just don't win it at the Amex. 8 years. 8 years since we last won there, man. 8 years. But Newcastle United pick up a point. Better than none. Penalty drama. And Alexander Isak scores again for Newcastle United. Make sure to leave a like, post, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all for the Chelsea game next week. It is a massive one for the tune. How are the lads?